You're all that matters to me.
Hello! Hello! Oh, welcome. Nice to see you again. How are you doing? It's the summer term. Summer term 2021. Yes, I am really looking forward to this term. I'm not messing about now. Here we are, week 1. Yes, we're still virtual for now. So, if you are rejoining us this term after an extended break, welcome back. We have missed you, okay? So these next 5 weeks before the half term are gonna be grand, and we've got this brilliant new song to start us off with. Hold Back the River, James Bay. When I move through the teaching of your voice part, you're gonna see the lyrics appear on screen, but it may be that you've printed off your own copy so you can make some notes. This hair has not had a cut yet in about 4 months, so enjoy it while it lasts because I'm going on Friday. Okay, are we ready? Let's get started. Hold Back the River. Beautiful. Okay, this song, there's no soloist, whole choir song, and in this week's video tutorial we're going to be looking at verse 1, chorus 1 and verse 2. Yeah, that is what we are turning our attention to. The harmony split, you have got a soprano, upper, lower alto and bass, but for a lot of what we're about to look at, you've got a 2-part harmony situation going on. So sopranos and altos singing as one voice, bass and lower altos as another, but it does go into 3 parts and beyond as well. So what I'd love to do is just play that section of the song that we're going to be looking at before we break it on down. So let's have a listen. Quick introduction. We start this song in unison, so the timing of the lyrics will be really important that we all stay together.
Try to keep you close to me, but life got
It's the end of this phrase,
between.
between. Okay, now we've got the 2-part harmony coming in.
Tried to square not being there, but things that I should have been.
So we now go back into unison, I think.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I
Oh,
can stop
harmony.
for a minute and
So
see
dynamic,
where you
it gets a bit
hide.
louder.
Hold back the river,
And it
hold back.
Softens right down before we go into verse 2, which is different.
Once upon a different life, we
More harmony.
rode our bikes into the sky.
Into the sky.
But now
And some changes in rhythm there.
against the tide, those distant days are flashing by.
Boom, there it is. That is what we're looking at for today. So we're going to carry on now and have a look at what your voice part is doing. Hiya, welcome to verse 1. And I'm actually now talking to both upper altos and sopranos because you sing exactly the same thing in verse 1. And in fact, you only have one line. Really, really quite brief indeed. Bass and lower altos start the whole song without us. I know, how could they? But they're actually doing us a favour because they are laying down the kind of rhythm and the note sequence that we then take through to the second line. So have a listen to the first line, which we don't sing. Tried to keep you close to me, but life got in between. So you can hear that kind of rhythmic push. Have a listen. Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been. So upper altos and sopranos, we kind of carry through that main melody into the second line. Let's just try that. Tried, 2, 3, 4. Tried to square, keeps climbing, not being there. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Tried to square, breathe, not being there. Listen, but think that I should note at the end. But think that I should have been off. We're not holding on to anything now. So in that second line, the bass and lower altos are with us lyrically, but they are now creating this kind of lower harmony. Let's sing it with the track so you can hear the introduction. You can hear that first line, and then as it builds from the second line. Here we go. In fact, the electric guitar here is matching the vocal line rhythmically. So we wait here.
Try to keep you close to
There's
me,
some gaps in between.
but life got in between.
We have the same starting note. Ready? And tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been. Should have been. Yeah, so be careful not to get lazy on should have been. Should have been. But think that I. Catching that T there. All of these little finer details will be going back over it in the live zooms. But that is verse 1 over already. Okay, let's keep going and have a look at chorus 1. Welcome to chorus 1. It's not very long, but quite enjoyable. We go into chorus 1, the whole choir in unison, and there's a kind of a sort of a driving through every time we sing the word hold. So make sure it comes from the diaphragm. Hold, hold. You're appealing to somebody to not give up. It's not the first song we've sung with the word hold in it. Hold on. Same kind of feeling here. So we've just sung, but think that I should have been. 2, 3. Hold back the river. So make sure there's a quick breath before the hold. Hold. 2, 3. Hold back the river. Let me look in your eyes. Let's try that. Make sure I'm singing. Yes, it is eyes plural. Don't just look in one person's eye. Try to look in both of them. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hold back the river. Let me look in your eyes. These are some lower notes here, particularly for you sopranos. So just let it kind of float on a little velvety cushion. And we're kind of dropping our larynx a little bit, like that. So if you can try to speak in that voice a little bit, yes, great. Then, hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river. So it rolls straight on. And when we get to the I, that's where we break away. And upper altos and sopranos, we're still together. We're still singing exactly the same thing. You've got hold back the river so I. It lifts into that I. Hold back the river so I. And this is a kind of a fork in the road moment where upper altos and sopranos, we take our harmony upwards. Okay, so if you know this song well, you're thinking, we've just been singing the tune. This is the point where we are lifting into this sort of upper harmony. Have a listen again from the top of chorus 1. 2, 3. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. We'll talk about dynamic in a little bit, but just looking at the notes, you've just sung hold back the river so I can stop. Yeah? I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Sing that with me from I can stop. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Okay, and that is the last bit of harmony, if you like, before we drop into all in unison again. Coming out of chorus 1, hold back the river, hold back. I mentioned about dynamic earlier, your louds and your softs. Even though chorus 1 is short, there's some very effective dynamic opportunities that we don't want to miss. So we go into chorus 1 with a sort of a sense of a bit more urgency. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. You can hear now we're singing it a little bit more, we're giving a little bit more rev in the engine, but then coming out of the chorus, I want you to bring it right back down. Hold back the river, hold back, hold back. We bring it right back down to not literally a whisper, but kind of think about the essence of a whisper in your chorus. Okay, so we actually haven't got very much to sing so far, but it's important to know the times when we are taking that line and creating into sort of an upper harmony. Let's go from the beginning. Upper altos and sopranos, we are still together through verse 1 and verse 1 and chorus 1. Remember, we don't sing the first line. So we're just listening here. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. And tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been. Into the chorus, 2, 3. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Really ham it up there, okay? Hold back. If you want to close your eyes, just to sort of tap into the performance style there, for that last little bit of the chorus. More is more, if you know what I'm saying. Brilliant. Okay, well done. Let's sing it with the track, and then we are looking at verse 2. Which way would it be? I don't know.
Try to keep
It's really soft. The dynamic is quiet.
but life got in between.
Our starting note.
Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been.
Into the chorus.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back.
Yeah, so it's that kind of hold back the river. That's still got some volume to it. It's the final hold back. Well done. Let's carry on. It's verse 2 time. Here we are at verse 2, and I'm just talking to upper altos. Yes, the sopranos have departed us. Don't worry, they're fine. But at this point of the song, we are no longer just singing exactly the same as the sopranos in verse 2. Let's have a look at how we come out of chorus 1 and go into verse 2. So we've just sung, hold back the river, hold back. We've done that kind of hushed tone. And then there is a little bit of music. That's all you get before the whole choir start with the lyric once upon, and it's the same kind of rhythmic push. You've got a different starting note though here, rather than once. We are here once, and in fact at this point in the line we are still with the sopranos. Have a listen to it. Once upon a different life. Yeah, let's just sing that back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once upon a different life. Remembering, stepping up, but then we have to drop back down for a different life. Coming out of chorus 1. Hold back the river, hold back. We wait. Starting note. Sorry. There it is. I'm singing that note. That's the note you want. 2, 3, 4. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. From that point in the line then, we're not singing with the sopranos anymore. We break away. So we've just sung a different life we rode. We actually double up with the lower altos. We rode. And then it's this kind of moment where you're almost completely in unison with the lower altos, but not quite. It's on the word our. We rode our bikes. Upper altos, we lift up into that word our. We rode our bikes into the sky. Crucially, the lower altos, we rode our bikes. We get that moment happening on the word our. Blink and you miss it, but it's there. Yep, so upper altos, all you need to know is we rode our bikes into the sky. Let me just sing that whole line again from the top. So you start out with the sopranos. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. We rode our bikes into the sky. Okay, let's just try that whole thing again. Once upon, 2, 3, 4. Once upon a different life. Drop. We rode our bikes into the sky. And that sky is clipped. We don't sustain that at all. All right, before we look at the last little bit of verse 2, just come up of chorus 1. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. The next line, the bass actually begins, but now we crawl. It's from this line that we are in unison 100% with the lower altos. So we've just sung into the sky. We hear, but now, the bass drive forward that next line. But now, all the altos and the soprano actually, the soprano part, are kind of echoing that lyric now. Now we crawl, sticking there on that one note. Have a listen to the line you got. Now we crawl against the tide. Try it with me. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. So I just carried on. Those distant days are flashing by. Verse 2. So the first line, higher note than in verse 1, and you're kind of locking in with the sopranos, but then you break away from we rode our bikes into the sky. Then we know we have to wait before we come in with the now. But now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Again, a short note on the word by, and that is verse 2. Let's just quickly try it with the track, shall we? We're going to drop in with the track, just singing through chorus 2. Here we go. Coming out of chorus 1, brief instrumental, our new notes to start. Once upon a different life, we drop. We rode our bikes into the sky. Okay, bass start, we wait. Now we crawl romantic, nostalgic lyrics about a kind of maybe a notion of another place and time, riding our bikes into the sky, childhood maybe. So if you kind of imagine the start of the song, the sun is rising, we get sunrise, and then by the time we get to verse 2, it's almost fully up in the sky. We get more harmonies, kind of the lyrics are lifting up towards the second chorus. But the second chorus is not for week 1, but hopefully you'll agree that it's been fairly gentle upon us to cover everything so far. Let's sing with the piano what the upper altos are doing from the start, verse 1, chorus 1, and this verse 2. From the beginning. We don't sing. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. All right, here we go. Try to square not being there, but think that I should have been. Into that chorus. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. We wait. Our starting note, verse 2. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. We're waiting a little bit. Now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Okay, before you know it, we've got to that second chorus. All right, let's sing it again, this time with the track. Really soft, simple.
But life got in between. Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been.
The breath.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back.
First note.
Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky.
The bass start.
Now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by.
And so the sun is really
Hold
all the way
back
up.
the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back.
Little preview for next week. Fantastic. And there it is. We've made a good start on this song. So I'm just going to recap the very, very brief bit of movement that's happening so far, and then I'm going to conduct the whole choir. Very, very, very quick movement summary. I'm just going to press play on the track. Introduction, you're standing still. Try it with me now. Get up off your feet. We keep standing still, bass and lower alto start.
Try to keep you close. close to me, but life got in between.
We'll continue to stand still, upper alto sopranos joining us.
Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been.
Chorus 1, still standing still.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide.
All right,
Hold
going
back
into
the
verse
river,
2,
hold
we step
back.
out from once, 2, 3, 4.
Once
So we've got this kind of fairly quick moving sway. 2 halves of the choir.
Rode our bikes into the sky. But now
Yeah,
we
the sway keeps going.
against the tide. Those
As we go into chorus 2,
days are flashing by.
we bring in a double click.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold
I know we haven't looked at chorus 2 yet, that's for next week, but it's worth mentioning that coming out of that sway in verse 2, you will be going into a double click. So direction of your sway, upper altos and sopranos, when it happens, you're stepping up with your left foot and shoulder, lower altos and bass with your right. Okay, and that's it. So let's give it a try now with me conducting you, singing your part, and if you want to, have a go at putting that sway in. All right, off we go.
Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I